Hi everyone, I'm Renee with Steadfast Fitness. Today we're going to go over techniques you can use, exercises you can use to rehab the foot, ankle, and calves. So let's get started. I have a chair for support. You can hold on to a wall. You're going to perhaps need it. We're going to get more intense, especially by the fifth exercise. So what we're going to start with is just internally rotating the hip. So we're going to turn our right toes in or your left. You can mirror me. We'll just go right to the other side. We're going to plant our big toe down, splay our toes, spread them out, and then externally rotate the hip and the toes. So it seems like nothing at all, but it gets right in there. Some of you might get a cramp and want to shake out your feet every now and again. So we're going to go ahead and plant that big toe, spread out your other toes, and then rotate outward, okay? Or externally, as we like to say. So go ahead and turn the knee in, press into the big toe, and then go ahead and rotate. Let's just do this a couple more times. We're trying to really get those muscles working inside the foot. A lot of you will feel this up into the arch of the feet or the foot. Okay, rotating out. Let's do that one more time. And this is going to be very relevant when we get into the other exercises. So we've rotated that. Let's go to the other side. Go ahead and shake that out a little bit. Roll out the ankle. Okay? And then let's go to the other side. Other foot. This is my left, might be your right. Go ahead and plant that big toe down and then go ahead and it's like an accordion all the way down to the other toes and externally rotate. And let's do that again. Planting that big toe down, spreading those toes out, and then externally rotating. We just want to do about 3 more. We're just opening up that foot and creating as much space in the hip, in the feet, in the toes as we can. And then let's just do that one more time. Did I lose count? I'll do an extra time just in case. Let's go one more time. Last time. Planting that big toe down and then rotating externally. Okay, great. So let's work on that a little bit. So let's roll through the foot. All right? We're gonna roll on through. I'm gonna lift. With that in mind, we're gonna roll through the ankle, lift the heel up, spread those toes out, put a little pressure down on them, and then let them descend. And then let's go to the other side. You might not need this right now. Go ahead and spread those toes out, lift the heel, and then lower it. And let's do it kind of like it's almost like a little dance. We're gonna lift and lower, lift and lower. When I say lift, I really mean lift. I don't mean like, we're kind of just picking that heel up. No, I really mean it. I really want you to get it up all the way in there so that you can even feel these muscles engage. Okay, lift. Keep it going. It's not one of those breathless kind of exercises or anything like that. But we want to put pressure on our toes, really spread them out. Hang out here for a second. Hang out here for a second. Hold there. Are you spreading those toes out? Are you putting a tiny bit of pressure on your feet? Can you feel all areas of your foot there, of your toes? Okay? Descend. And then go ahead and go to the other side. Hang out here. Hang out here. Roll through it a little bit. Get engaged in your foot. It matters. It matters to just identify where you're tight, what's going on here, and then relax it. And let's go ahead and do just regular old heel raises. So our feet are going to be together. You might want to hold on. You might not need to. And then up and down. No problem. Okay? It might be a problem. I don't know. Is there pain? If there's pain, then we've got to do something else one day. But if there's not, we're trying to get all the way in, not just into the calves, not just into the meaty part of the back of those lower legs. We want to get down into the ankle region, and then even the heel. And we want to feel the arches of our feet open up, open up. What I see a lot of is people stopping here. They'll stop short. I need you to try and open up all the way and really arch those feet. Arch those arches. Okay, lift and down. And again, you can feel the entire back of the leg, all the way climbing all the way up into the glutes. Let's do a couple more. One more, and relax. Remember, this is focused on rehab. It's not like a big rip-roaring exercise, but we're really trying to get into those muscles. Wake them up. Use them all. Let them cooperate. We relaxed. Okay, so I want your hands on your hips for this one. Some of you might want to hold on still to something. I'll hold on just in case. We're going to rotate as we raise our heels. So I'm going to rotate to one side, and then down, and then I'm going to rotate to the other. So you're gonna show me your shoulder on one side, and then show me your shoulder. Show me your shoulder on the other. See, even I lost balance. You've got to really, really focus. Yeah, I'm losing balance a little bit, so I'm gonna hold on. Focus and concentrate. And you can feel different parts of your feet, different parts of your calf. It's not like, wow, totally, I can completely identify the differences, but just slight enough so that we recruit other muscles. There we go. And if you can do it without holding on, that's great. It just gives you more balance challenge. And I'm just using my breath. I just want to make sure I'm not holding it. Keep breathing. And then relax. Go ahead and shake it out a little bit. Okay, so we've done our rotational calf raises. We've warmed up our feet. Now let's go into negatives. This is the heart of everything. This is going to go right deep into the ankle region, okay, into the Achilles and up through the Soleus, those deep underlying muscles, and into even the gastrocnemius. So you'll probably even feel the heel of the foot, the arch of the foot, the toes. All right, they're called negatives. So what we're going to do is we're going to balance onto our left foot. My right foot's up. Balance onto your left foot. And then you're going to remember that corkscrew? We're going to just slightly, like a slight corkscrew down, just to spread out our toes. All right, hold on to something. We're spreading out our toes. Everything's even. Heel is up as high as you can get it. High, 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 high. All right, put a little pressure down on that right foot. All right, and then I'm going to lift the left foot off the ground. Okay, lift it. Oh, lift that left foot off the ground, straighten the right leg, and then descend into the heel. Okay, so let's try that again. Let's not corkscrew. Let's try it again, but keep that spreading of the toes in mind. So I'm going to spread out my toes. I'm going to spread them out as much as I can. Okay. Put pressure onto the toes a little bit. Lift that heel up as high as it goes. Lift my left foot up off the ground, just to keep the pressure there in my right. Straighten my right knee as I really raise that heel up off the ground, and then I slowly descend. Let's do it again. Some of you might be getting a little crampy. Shake it out, shake it out. You'll feel it deep within those muscles, deep. So let's go ahead, spread out those toes. You can corkscrew them down, whatever helps. Put pressure. Raise the left leg up off the ground. Yes, this takes time, don't go too fast. And then go ahead and descend. Did you straighten that leg out? Let me go through it a little bit more intricately with you. Okay, spread those toes out. Lift the heel up as high as it goes, straighten the right leg, reach, and then down and lower. One more time. Spread those toes out. Put pressure on the sole of the foot. Lift the left foot up, straighten the right, and then descend. Okay, shake that out. Real intense, super intense. Let's go to the other side. And here, I'll move that chair just in case so you can see either side. Shake it out a little bit. Okay, here we go. We'll corkscrew the first one just to get started. We'll corkscrew the foot like we did in the first exercise. Spread them out. Sometimes I spread them out even further, as much as I can. Okay, and then we're going to put pressure down on those toes, on the bottoms of those toes. Bend that knee, lift the heel. Come on up, lift the right foot now, straighten the left, and then lower the heel. All right, we do it again. Spread those toes out. Put pressure, try to even out the weight on those toes, okay, on the underside of those toes. Bend the knee, keep the heel lifted, as high as it goes. Come up, it's intense. Come up. And then descend. Okay, and again. Planting that foot down, planting the toes down, lifting the heel, body up straight, and try not holding on too hard onto the chair or onto the wall, whatever you're holding on to. We're holding here, lift that heel up, straighten that leg, and then lower. Let's do a couple more. Planting those toes down, pressing them into the ground. Watch it. Sometimes you tip one way more than the other. Try to stay even on those toes, even pressure. And then come on up, lift that right leg up, straighten that left, and then slowly descend. Yes, let's do another. Let's do two more. All right, relaxing the shoulders, relaxing everything, pressing those toes into the ground, straighten that leg. Oh, get right in there, right into the back of that heel, back of the ankle, and then descend. And then one more, planting those toes down, lifting that other foot, straighten the left leg, and then descend. Oh. Shake that out a little bit, shake it out. Let's stretch out the calves. So it's intense. So you'll want to do that. Just shake them out, let them relax for a second. So you'll want to do that maybe 3 times a day, spread it out, morning, afternoon, evening, and then at least 10 reps, all right? 8 to 10 reps, something like that. Whatever you can stand to build up the strength in those muscles, break those fibers a little bit, let them reset. So let's go ahead and stretch out the calf then. All right, so I'm just holding on to this for a little bit of balance. You don't need to if you don't want to. We're gonna take one foot back, doesn't matter which, and we're gonna press that heel down into the ground. So I'm gonna adjust myself so I feel it. So I'm gonna press back a little bit more. Step back as far as I can. What I see a lot of are the toes turned one way or the other. Most likely this way, where the arch of the foot is facing forward. Can you try and get the toes to face forward? Can you do that? Can we find where you might be really tight? Let's locate that. You can even rock on the foot from side to side, outer foot, inner arch, and then let it settle. Plant the heel down, especially without having to lift the toes, of course. Relax the upper body. Relax if you don't need the chair or the wall or a railing, whatever you're doing to keep balance. Then you can go ahead and put your hands on the thigh of the supporting leg. So hold there. And what we're going to do is we're going to bend the back knee, and then straighten. Bend the back knee. It might not go far. Mine isn't going very far. And straighten. Bend and straighten. While you're bending and straightening, can you keep that heel down? And again, one more time. And then come forward, shake it out again. And then let's go to the other side. So we're going to step that, and this is my left leg, back. Doesn't matter which, just the other leg, the one you didn't use. And I noticed my foot was turning out a little bit, so I'm gonna try and keep it straight forward, and I could feel a nice stretch there in my calf, all along, even a little bit in the back of my leg, in my hamstring, tiny bit. So let's keep it there. Remember not to lean. We don't want anything like that. We want to really focus, balance our body, relax the upper body. Keep the focus on the back of that leg. Keep breathing. Remember, maybe move the foot side to side, just evening it out. And then let's go ahead and bend and straighten the leg without lifting the heel. See if we can manipulate that. You're going to probably feel pressure on the front of that leg, on the shin, right through here, right here. We're just getting all parts, just trying to find what things are out of whack a little bit, and we're trying to reorganize them. We're trying to knead the dough a little bit, even everything out, work out the kinks. Okay, and relax it, and then roll that foot out a little bit. There we go. And this time we're going to go deeper down into the ankle region, in the deep muscle called the Soleus, as well as the Achilles. So we're not going to step back as far, just a little bit back. 1 foot, tiny bit back, maybe like 6 inches back, okay, away from the other foot. And then we're going to bend both knees, bend them both down, keeping both ankles on the ground. And now you should feel the stretch move a little bit lower down the back of that leg. So we're gonna hold it there. Remember not to push too hard. I have no idea how you're gonna react to this, right? So if you've never done manipulation of the calf or of the ankles, you're gonna relax for a second. Let's go back into it. If you've never done manipulation, or you're kind of new to working it, or maybe newly injured in some way, then you'll want to be really gentle and very careful and not press too hard. And then relax it. Let's shake that out and take it to the other side. So go ahead and just maybe 6 inches back, and we're going to bend both legs, bend both knees. Getting even in the feet. Be nice if you want to, ice the legs, elevate them afterward. It has to be like a continuous exercising. It can't be like, oh, I'm just going to do it once and or for a few days, and after a few days I'm feeling better, so I'm going to go for a run. Doesn't work that way. It takes weeks. Relax it for a second, and let's go right back into it. Yeah, we'll stretch our shins as well. So just hold it there. And then release it. All right, and let's just stretch out those shins real quick before we go into another exercise. So we're just gonna turn those toes under, okay, and press them down into the ground. And we're stretching right through here. Top of the foot too. Again, not too much pressure, or else some of you are going to get cramps in the arch of the foot if you haven't already. So rock it side to side if you like, or just leave it alone. and then relax it, shake it out a little bit, and then let's go to the other side. Just turn those toes under. And remember, don't lean on, explore. So I can rock to the outside toward my pinky toe, and I can rock towards my big toe, and then I can go right to center, wherever center is on your foot. And then find where to best stretch that shin. Continuing to breathe. And then relax it, shake it out a little bit. Let's do one more exercise, and we're gonna do this on the ground. So I'm gonna move this away, and I'm going to go into a crouch sequence. I'm gonna go to the side so that you can see everything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to raise my arms up onto my toes, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna try and keep the heels up. Lower, 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 lower into a crouch. Lower into a crouch. Can you balance? And then we're going to try and drop back as much as we can. You know, it's probably easier with the feet wider. So let's go wider. There we go. We're going to get into a little crouch. You feel that pressure on the shins? This might not be for everybody. So let's see, you might want to skip this one if this is too intense or weird with balance. Okay, now we're going to come up, raise up onto the heels, onto the toes. Let's try to keep, you can lower your heels, but let's try to keep the heels up. Let's try and keep them up. And then right here, oh yeah. Setting them down and holding it there. Let's do that one more time. So let's come up, start to raise those heels. And let's see if we can keep those heels up, lowering the arms, bending the knees down. There we go. Bending down, not letting the knees go out or in. And then we're gonna, right here, almost at halfway, we're gonna drop the heels. Okay, what I like to do next is roll through the foot, but I like it where the feet are closer together. So what we're gonna do, I feel it a little bit more. On my feet, you're welcome to keep your legs spread wide. So we're gonna get into a crouch, and again, like I said, this isn't for everybody. So some of you, if you don't wanna go down, will wanna just re-roll the feet, just so. So we can come down for those that are okay with crouching in this position. And we're going to walk our hands forward onto our toes. You can even maybe keeping your toes down on the ground. We can even maybe touch our knees down. And then we're going to walk back. And like I said, I can't get my heels down all the way when my feet are close together. Maybe you can. But let's see, let's try to roll through the foot as much as possible. Let's roll through that foot, forward, and then let's roll on back. Let's roll through the foot forward. Yes, and let's roll on back. Let's do that one more time. Roll on forward, just rolling, 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 rolling. A little bit more intense than what we did in the beginning. And what I just gave you as an option. And then can we round up the spine? All right, and let's just shake it out a little bit. Just shake out those ankles, shake out the feet. Kind of a controlled shaking, shaking, shaking. They should be totally fired up. So those are some techniques you can use to really get into the feet, the ankles, and the calves and work them. So hopefully that helped. Enjoy, and we'll see you again.